Hi folks, welcome to another adventure. I've parked in the market town of Moffat, just down the river a wee way. This is the River Annan, which I'm going to follow for a few more kilometres, and then that will take us up into the hills, and we'll be having a walk around the Devil's Beef Tub. I'll explain a bit more about where that name comes from further up the trail. Some of the first signs of autumn here, and berries appearing on the trees. So I'm gradually climbing up the side of the valley now, up the side of the River Annan, and I'll just spin the camera around and show you where we're heading. Up in the distance there, that's the ridge that we're going to be traversing, and then we'll come back round onto a couple of these, and then we'll drop back down into the valley. And we'll eventually get back and meet the tarmac road where we turned off to the left. So I've come off the route slightly just to show you this view. This large hollow down below me here is the Devil's Beef Tub. I'm going to head back down and cross the road up to where those cars are parked, and then strike off up the hill up onto that ridge to the top, and probably have a spot of lunch up there. Okay, so on the other side of the main road there, that's Ericstane Hill. I've no idea who Eric was or why a stone is named after him, but that's the rise that we came over to have a look down onto the Devil's Beef Tub, and now we are actually right above it. This is looking down into the Devil's Beef Tub, and the name comes from the 1300s through to the 1600s, when the borderlands between Scotland and England were pretty much ruled by mob clans. The border reivers, reiver meaning thief. Amongst those clans were the Johnstons, who were known as the Devils, and they would steal cattle and bring them here and hide them down in the Devil's Beef Tub, and then take them off to market and sell them, and that's how they made their living. I'm going to head up onto the top now, and hopefully this rain's going to blow through and we'll get a nice dry spell to have a bit of lunch. Annandale Way viewpoints. Might just have to wait a bit. I've just come down to the edge of the Devil's Beef tub again, in between showers. There's another one just about to come through. But looking down here, yeah, you can just imagine this being an excellent spot to hide a load of cattle. So our route now is going to take us along to the left here, and then we'll go round that first hill and then across, round to the right and down through those trees, back down into the valley. This is looking back to Annanhead Hill, where I stopped for lunch. I'm now on Great Hill, having dropped down into the valley here and then up onto this one. So swinging round from Devil's Beef tub, a little bit brighter now in the south. And this is looking straight down Annandale, down the valley. And you might just be able to make out the town of Moffat right out in the distance there in the sun. This rather attractive cairn marks the point where we turn right and start our descent down into Annandale. Annandale Way, lottery funded, opened 12th of September 2009. Well, this is lovely to see. Maybe the funding for the Annandale Way included some money for this planting. Some lovely mixed woodland been planted here. There's all sorts in here. Such a pleasant change from acres and acres of conifers. This looks like a lovely section of the walk down through here. I'm going to enjoy this. One thing that does concern me about this particular part of the route, it won't take much for it to get overgrown. So if it isn't walked regularly, it could easily fall into disuse. So if you've enjoyed this route and you're able to and you'd like to come and do it, please do. The more people that walk it, the better. It keeps it open for everybody. Another sign that autumn is here. How lovely. Lovely picnic bench. Getting a tad overgrown though, sadly. That's me back in the bottom of the valley. I've just got a few kilometres of tarmac bashing to do now, and then back along the riverside into Moffat. So if you've enjoyed coming along, please give us a like and maybe consider subscribing to the channel for more adventures like this one. See you next time. Bye for now.